Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to day 3.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
I should have already posted or put together days 1 and 2. Looks like that was a pretty good combination there. Last night, Heidi and I got back to the RV a little later. We went and visited friends, Greg and Karen again, up the way, and that was kind of fun. But today, I just got to wait for Heidi to get off work, and I'm actually going to go meet her at the house because we need to drop her car off so she don't have a car here. There's no sense in it. She's going to be here just as much as I am, and she don't need to drive all the way out. I'll have to say that I found another bonus to having these 2 rooftop airs. Now, I can't honestly remember if in the first video I already mentioned this or not for this trip, but there is no doubt what I talked about just a couple videos back, that the inefficiency of having ducted air going throughout the RV definitely makes the air conditioner less effective. So if you guys have an old style air conditioner, or it doesn't make a difference, if you have an air conditioner like what I used to have in that Terry RV, to where when you turned it on, it just blew out the vents on either side. That one was just so far more superior in cooling and keeping an RV cool and getting it cool really fast than the ducted system. And it's just, you know, you're making it travel a greater distance. And I'll have to say that the ducted system does exactly what it's supposed to compared to our Terry camper. Our Terry camper, the only way the bedroom really got cool and stayed cool was we ran a fan that circulated air from basically the rest of the RV into the bedroom, or the way we had our fan actually set up was kind of out of the bedroom, and then it forced the cool air in there. So the ducted does do the job of cooling different zones. So let's get back to why 2 rooftop airs are really nice. When I get up in the morning, I turn off this one that was running all night, and I go ahead and start running the one in the bedroom and allow that one to keep the RV cool. The reason that that's really nice is, here, well, I'll just show you. If I close this door here in the bathroom, excuse the towel, I took a shower and I'm letting it dry. If I close that, you can hardly hear that air conditioner in there. I mean, I'll even put the microphone towards the door. I mean, it's very, very quiet. Even with those doors open, it's not noisy at all. I mean, you don't hear it that much. And it's on high. It's on high cool right now. So, I mean, I have cool air coming out of these vents right now. So, yeah, definitely a plus. The unit is making me want to move into it even more. I know you guys are rooting for us, and believe me, I want it to happen just as much as you. But man, this is Heidi and I, we sat, now that we've slept in this RV, not only on this camping trip, but the camping trip prior, and we've slept in it actually in the driveway, I don't know how many times, maybe 6 times, 7 times, trying to get used to just utilizing it. And I don't see a single reason why this RV can't be exactly what we want while we're on the road. We are so comfortable in it. I mean, it's so nice. Even at bed at night, I mean, it's just, you know, turn on the TV, you know, put on some dumb movie or something until Heidi falls asleep and I get, you know, tired to where I want to shut off the TV for the evening. We used to do that in the old one with that old console TV, but you know, putting the TV off of its shelf down on the ground when we commuted, you know, I could have done an LCD in there and that would have cured that, but it's just so comfortable in that room with all that wardrobe that we have there. It's nice to know that we have a whole bunch of shirts and a whole bunch of pants, and I don't even have all my clothes in there, and we still have room for more. Here, let me show you. It's funny because I actually, you can hear how loud this is in here, and don't pay attention to the bed, I just cover it up. well, most of the time when I make the bed, we'll use that in quotations, it's just for dust cover. I just want a dust cover on it for the whatever may come about in the day. I love the big window. I mean, you can, that's what I did. I opened this up in the morning and just kind of survey everything out there to see what's going on. Watch people watch, and they really can't see in at all. It's so tinted. But yeah, the fact that we've got as many shirts as we do in here, and we still have room for a lot more. I mean, you can see it's kind of, it kind of likes to be turned a little bit. I mean, there's still a lot of room. And then all this down here, these lights we added, awesome lights. I'll put the link down below for those, because we have them in darn near every cabinet, and I love them. They work good. But yeah, you can see here, plenty of room, and Heidi's wanting to do some sort of a tier thing. I don't know what she wants to do. Yes, that's my underwear. But yeah, look at all the room in here. I mean, plenty, right? That's nice. And I mean, we haven't put anything in these cabinets up here yet. It's just nice. It's just a nice setup. And of course the bathroom's comfortable. We're getting in a routine with the bathroom. The only thing we haven't done, and I told Heidi, I said it's ridiculous in this day and age with new RVs and these RV manufacturers that only a few of them, it should be all of them, offer some sort of trash can. We want to have some sort of a garbage can that we can open the door or lean something out and just throw our trash in there and close. I mean, we're back to hanging a bag on the thing again until we figure it out. It's just ridiculous. Heidi said, I think I'm just going to get a little can. We'll place it underneath this countertop. We're finding that keeping this countertop open all the time actually benefits us. I thought that it would be in the way walking around it and stuff. It's not. It works perfect. I mean, it really is the best to both worlds. We went back to our 5-gallon water jug with the old water dispenser. I haven't tried the new one yet. And Heidi says, I don't think you should mess with it. Because I was thinking about trying to get a 5-gallon jug to where we could put it somewhere and route hoses to it. And she, after I told her about it, she says, that sounds like too much work for too little. She said, what we'll do is we'll just keep the jug here. We'll snap the lid on it. And when we transport to go someplace, she says, we'll just find somewhere to keep it. So I told her, no problem. You know, if anything, we'll just throw this in the back of the truck when we go somewhere. And then once we get to a location, we'll take it out of the back of the truck and bring it in. If we had to transport in here, the best way we could do it is just slide it around and keep it here. So when the slide is in, we have plenty of room to get to the water and still open the drawers. I mean, it'll move enough. So anyways, yeah, you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of stuck here editing video again, or getting ready to start adding video. And it's nice though. I mean, I've got all these windows to look out. If I get bored of the view looking out this window or that window, then I can flip around and start looking out those windows. It all depends where we're at. If I've got the nose of the camper pointed to something I don't want to look at and I got a better view in the back, it's just easy for me to set it up here. But man, I tell you again, I don't know how to reiterate it. It just, it's nice. It kind of reminds me almost to an aha moment where that other RV, although a little bit smaller and very durable and, you know, paid for, easier to tow, all that stuff. It kind of reminds me of us having our pop-up camper, and you know, our last pop-up had a shower in it. Of course, it had a water tank, you know, water heater. It had a good holding tank. It had, you know, good freshwater tank. It had good seating. It had a really great bed in there. It was a king bed on the one side, and the other side was a queen. But when we got into our travel trailer, we're like, wow, this is so much nicer, you know, even though we had to do all that work. But when we first got it, it was like, God, this is really something that I could feel comfortable in and living in. And that's kind of when we started, you know, learning about the whole full-time stuff and actually, you know, going full-time in an RV. And now that we had that one and we've gotten into this one, it's kind of the same moment. I'm like, wow, this is really nice. This is really sweet. And man, I could definitely see how living in this would not be an issue whatsoever. I mean, Heidi gets up at, for work in the morning these last 3 days, and I don't hear her. I hear the alarm go off, and she gets up, she closes that door, she does everything in the bathroom that she did in the old RV, and I don't hear any of it. In the old RV, I could always hear a little bit, just a tiny bit, because the bathroom, it wasn't necessarily any closer. It was just, a little bit smaller of an RV. And when she leaves, I honestly don't know when she leaves in the morning. Where the other RV, I always knew when she left. I mean, just because of something as simple as the steps. Those steps are basically the people that are walking on them. They're being supported by the ground, not by the trailer. So the trailer, I don't feel the steps, and so I don't feel it move. So yeah, and she gets up. I asked her, I said, how is it, getting ready for work? And she goes, I don't have any problems. She goes, it's not bad at all. She says, I've got everything I need in there. And she says, everything easily accessible. And it's just awesome. She comes out here. Apparently she goes outside, has a smoke. Sometimes she'll bring her coffee. She'll go ahead and make her coffee in the morning and sit out here and drink her coffee before she goes, looks through Facebook. It's so different than the other one. Even though the other one was sufficient, I'm just really, really happy. I know this probably sounds like I'm convincing myself of something, but yeah, I'm convincing myself that I need to get my ass in gear and quit screwing around. We need to downsize and get on the move. I'll be 100% transparent on this. Heidi jumped my butt about coming out to the campground. Let me rephrase that. Heidi jumped my butt about going camping, not coming to this campground specifically or anything like that. She didn't like the fact that the days that she scheduled off, those 5 days off, that we were to work at the house and start downsizing even more, getting stuff, going through stuff. Because the only thing we really went through is kind of the garage. And I told her, I said, listen, I need to get out of the house. I mean, it was a vacation for her to get out of her workplace. Well, if I'm at home, that's my workplace. So it's not like I get to actually go do anything. So we had our little discussion and said, hey, listen, let's just go camping. Let's put all our worries behind us. Just, for that 1 week, we'll put everything off, and then we'll refocus and get back to what we plan on doing. And now that I'm here and I'm enjoying myself, I understand where she's coming from, and I agree with her. We definitely need to refocus and get on the ball. So it seems odd that I'm in here editing video, and what's on the TV, hopefully this don't get me some kind of copyright strike, is the long trailer, like from 1950 something, with Lucille Ball and Ricky Ricardo, where they pull a big 9,000 pound long trailer behind them for their honeymoon. Sounds so ironic that Heidi and I pulled this RV basically to our honeymoon. Well, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the house here in a few minutes. I tried to upload a video using the phone and it's taken a really long time, but it should get a video up for what would be tonight for me, but you guys have already watched it, covering again days 1 and 2. So what I decided to do, because again we're dropping off Heidi's car, so she doesn't have to drive that separately. I mean, even though she's got room here for it and everything else, it kind of doesn't make sense to have 2 vehicles here for us. So I'm going to go back to the home. She's going to get off work early. I'm going to meet her out there. By then, hopefully, I've got some laundry done. She said something about laundry, even though, the time we've been here, that's all we really got. It's not like that we don't have plenty of laundry, clothes and clean laundry and linens, but she has, she has her obsession with that, and I don't have a problem. She likes to keep laundry. She likes to keep caught up on laundry. So she says, why don't you go home a little early and throw that in the washer? By the time I get off then, it'll already be, you switch to the dryer and it's already taken care of, which she's right. She's definitely right. So something else that I decided to do, I'll talk about it in a future video a little bit more, is purchase a generator. Now that I know that I can run these rooftop airs individually on a smaller generator, I went ahead and made the investment on a small Honda generator. I'll do a video about it. We'll show all the testing and everything. Of course, I'm going to be testing the micro airs with our Champion generator, which that part is delivered on my porch. One of my cameras notified me that something was going on, and I looked and it was FedEx delivering my package. So the Champion power unit, the control unit that they said they was going to send me, has already arrived at the house, so I'll have to install that at a later time also. All that's coming up. You guys get to see all that stuff later. In the meantime, you can see that I kind of just vegged out today, and I didn't really get to enjoy camping because I've got stuff to do. We got plans for the night, and I've got to go back home, and all this is coming about. But it's no different than if we were on the road full time. I mean, you've got stuff that you have to do and get done, and it's just kind of keeping it real for that. Keeping us real in the moment. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. As soon as this video is done uploading 100%, I'm going to take off. I'm going to take the trash out. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's get going. Well, Heidi's off. She's moving her car over, so whenever we come back, it's a little bit easier because we just have to move the van then. She'll have to move the van for us to get the RV back in here. She don't know how her car alarm works, apparently. Yeah, we beat the storms. I went ahead and mowed the yard real quick, and we did some laundry, and check that out. There's the vacuum that's supposed to be inside of our RV, but she can park her car right here, and I can still get my truck out. She's got their stereo all cranked up. Holy shit, listen to that. And then she's running over the boardwalk. Look at that. Then she ran over the railroad tie. Look at that. You can't see her. It's funny. She's making faces at me. This is going to be nice. I mean, she'll actually be there every day for her vacation now. Awesome. Oh, climb up into the truck. Whew, it's a bit warm in here. That's for sure. You can tell she's tired. She's ready for a break. So how's it feel that you're on vacation?
Good.
How's it feel you don't have to get up the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day?
Awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Can't wait.
Yeah, neither can I.
Glad.
So we're
waited all day.
Yeah. Oh, got a bug on me.
And it is warm in here.
Yeah, it is warm in here, like always. So we're heading back to the campground. We got plans to eat tonight, and that's about it. I think that's it. We're gonna switch those phones around. I was charging this one. But yeah, we've got plans to have some sort of cookout type food, and boy, that'd be nice. So we're out of here.
Well, getting ready to close out day 3. We went to Karen and Greg's and had dinner. Thank you very much, Karen and Greg. And we're just kind of relaxing after we went and got to see most of the campground on their golf cart. It was pretty fun. We had a few drinks and just sitting and talking and riding the golf cart. But anyway, this is what our camper looks like at night. Got this little light here. Little step light. Now little LEDs. Brightens it up pretty good out here. I don't know how to turn the front light on. It's probably on the other side. There's people over there, so. It was a fun day. Now tomorrow starts my first full day off, and it's the 4th of July. So we'll see what tomorrow brings.